Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I am here to talk about a pretty interesting story as New York will be suing Valve over loot boxes and gambling being accessible for a younger audience. This is not something that is obviously just exclusive to Valve, but Valve has certainly benefited from the loot box era. So we're going to talk all about this. Reuters actually has a post on it. New York's Attorney General sued Valve, a video game developer whose franchise include Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, and Dota, accusing it of promoting illegal gambling and threatening to addict children through its use of loot boxes. In a complaint filed on Wednesday in a state court in Manhattan, Attorney General Letitia James said Valve's loot boxes amounted to quintessential gambling, violating the state's constitution and penal law, with valuable items often hard to win and many items worth pennies. Valve, based in Washington, did not immediately respond to requests for comments. Loot boxes let players use real money to buy chances to win virtual items. You guys know how loot boxes work. James said Valve generated billions of dollars of revenue by selling keys to open loot boxes, including in one game where the process resembled a slot machine as a wheel whirled through various items before stopping. The Attorney General said key sales advanced Valve's unusual business model of letting players sell items they won on its virtual marketplace, Steam Community Market, and on other marketplaces. Valve's loot boxes are particularly pernicious because they are popular among children and adolescents. Children introduced to gambling by age 12 are 4 times more likely to become problem gamblers as adults. James is seeking restitution for players plus a fine of 3 times Valve's alleged illegal gains. Loot boxes for video games have been the subject of other regulatory action. Look, this is a topic that has so many layers to it. And first and foremost, I know you guys love Valve. I love Valve. But Valve is not the only one that's doing this, obviously. I get that. But can we just be objective and assess the fact that Valve has absolutely been the beneficiary of the loot box scene? And the loot box, the microtransactions, and everything tied to this gambling that isn't gambling, I absolutely vehemently hate for so many reasons. Obviously, Valve has had this with Counter-Strike Go, and it's been a big factor with everything like that, the skins and so on and so forth. However, the gambling epidemic is something that I feel like extends beyond video games. I get it. In this case, the video game loot box scene is even worse because you're literally talking about children hopping on these games. Like, it's not like you have to be 21 years of age to play the games that have loot boxes in. And I bring up, I mentioned this before, but playing the WWE games, that's like the one sports game that I'll play every now and again. You know, I like to mess around, do my Hell in a Cell matches, etc., etc. But you boot that game up, and right off the bat, it's not about taking you through the game, letting you be introduced to all the content. No, they want to give you updates on the gambling element of that game, the card game portion, opening up packs, and the craziest thing about the WWE games, that obviously it extends to other games as well. This is just the one that I was exposed to, and it was so eye-opening in how predatory some of these games are. So you open up the WWE game, immediately you'll get pop-ups. Look at this update with our trading card, look at that update, the factions mode I believe it's called, look at this update, look at that update, and if you press the button to go into the factions component, it won't let you back out if it's your first time in. No, you have to go through the entire sequence, and the worst part of it all is you have to get to the point of getting a booster pack and opening that booster pack. Why? For that dopamine rush, opening up all the packs. Oh, look at all these cards I just got. Oh, here's a shiny one. It's to target that dopamine rush, and this was based on the last WWE game I played, and I want to say that was last year, but I was exposed to this, and I was just flabbergasted when I really sat down and thought about it. Like, it didn't hit me right away until I accidentally went into the factions component. I'm like, yo, this is actually ridiculous. And obviously, Valve, it's like a lot of people are playing these games, and Valve is obviously hosting these games. Valve is a gigantic entity, and people have been bringing this up for a long time. These games are really predatory, and I understand most of the people watching my content, you guys, chances are going to be smart enough. You guys are hunting for game deals on games under $5, under $10. Ain't nobody got time to be spending money on microtransactions, to be opening up packs all day. In my audience, the small scale audience that I have. However, when you're extending this to children that are playing these games, and gambling in general, like, yo, I get it. When we talk about children, obviously it's easy to make that argument being like, what are we doing here with these loot boxes and whatnot? But I gotta say, the absolute way that gambling has infested all of our sports, like, dude, I watch a UFC event and it's just like, oh, here's the DraftKings here, here's this gamble here, here's this dude bet $300,000 on this guy to win, and if he cashes out, he'll make $1 million. It's like, dude, every 5 seconds it's a DraftKings promo, it's a FanDuel's promo, it's this promo, it's that promo, Poly Market. It's just like, okay, yo, the prediction market? What are we talking about here, the prediction market? It's just gambling. It's like gambling has become this multi-billion-dollar industry that has infested everything and infected everything. And you could say, dude, it's adults, let people do what they want with their money, and I get it, it's a super lucrative industry, but at the same time, and you can make the argument of, I'm not asking for gambling to be banned, I'm just saying it's just so prevalent, and I hear more people talk about this, like, every time you open up, you watch a football game, you watch this sporting event, that sporting event, it's just like, DraftKings this, FanDuel's that, Polymarket this, this user betted this much money to win this, oh my god, this parlay just hit, and it's all of these quick hit dopamine rushes, and I just think, the fact is, look, there's a lot of things that are bad for your health. Eating too many McNuggets is bad for your health. But the way gambling has just infiltrated absolutely everything that we watch for entertainment, or in the case of gaming, you play for entertainment, is crazy to me. And I get it. Again, the people watching my videos, you're not gonna be the ones being like, dude, if you buy this, you're just a sucker. But at the same time, again, I totally get that argument when you're talking about, you know, the applications like FanDuel's and whatnot. You gotta be 21 years old, you gotta be of age to gamble. When you're talking about games, you know, skirting that fine line, and then all of a sudden, you've got children being exposed to what is essentially gambling. We can call it what you want to, it is gambling. And again, when I play that WWE, and I imagine, given that it's a WWE 2K game, I would imagine the other 2K sports titles are like that as well, where you're getting hit with, yo, go play our trading card, go pull the LeBron James card, go pull that card, this card, and the seasonal updates. Oh, and by the way, when every year a new game releases, you're back to square one, pull your cards again, and it's like this looping cycle. And maybe you could say, hey, the parents should teach the kids better, but how many parents really know what they're getting into when they buy a PlayStation 5 and NBA for their kid, and all of a sudden there's all these microtransaction nonsense and all of this not, or even buying them a computer and they're like, yeah, my son Timmy's gonna go play some Counter-Strike, and yeah, he's gonna go play that shooter. You know, that's fine. I'm not really that crazy about him playing a shooter as a 13-year-old, but you know what? He got straight A's, and little Timmy deserves to play his Counter-Strike, and then they don't even know about little Timmy getting into this world of gambling as well. But nonetheless, I just feel like it's a can of worms. Do I think anything is ultimately going to be done about it? No. And I think this extends far beyond Valve. Like I said, I brought up 2K, I brought up all of the other gambling stuff that's going on, and gambling just being so prevalent. Like, I personally don't like it, and I get it. Like, it's people's money, they can do what they want to. If they want to sit down on a Sunday afternoon, they want to put on all the football games, and they want to make their parlays, they want to do this and that with their parlays, more power to them. It's just every 5 seconds of watching, oh, and then this is brought to you by DraftKings. Our bet of the night is sponsored by this entity or that entity. It's just a little bit too much to me, but let me know what you guys think. Maybe it's much ado about nothing. They're gonna make their millions on these betting applications, don't get me wrong, and again, I have nothing against betting existing and, you know, for people of age and gambling existing. It's just it being integrated into sporting content as much as it is, I just think is so ridiculous. But nonetheless, let me know what you guys think. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.